Guests are no strangers to our show. Today marks their fourth appearance, and I personally will never get tired of hearing them. So, please welcome the amazing Irish Celtic band, Avourneen. Hello, guys. How are you guys?
How you doing?
Good.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Yeah, like 4 times now.
I know. It feels like a family now.
It does. Yeah, we just keep having you guys back again and again, but it's almost St. Patrick's Day.
That's right.
So it was like perfect timing.
Couldn't have asked for better timing.
What do you guys have planned for St. Patrick's Day?
It's gonna be a rodeo.
Lots of stuff. I always say that St. Patrick's Day for Irish bands is like Black Friday for people who work in retail. So it's our Black Friday coming up.
Yeah. So it starts this evening, which is won't be this evening when this goes out, but we're playing the Denver Botanic Gardens.
Oh, very cool.
For an event there, and then we're up in Boulder at E-Town Hall for a private event tomorrow. And then it's weird this year because sometimes St. Patrick's Day falls on a Wednesday or Thursday,
Yeah.
and then you can kind of spread it out. But this year it's on a Saturday, so it all just falls
One
at
day.
once. So the Friday before, we're in Aurora at the She-Bean.
Okay.
And then that Saturday, I think we pretty much hit the majority of Irish bars in the metro area.
All in the one day?
Yeah, we're going to take
Yeah.
a tour to Irish bar.
Yeah. We're at Ned Kelly's, we're at Scruffy Murphy's, we're at Clancy's, and we'll probably be at the Clock Tower that night too,
Yeah.
to do some Irish-themed burlesque.
Irish-themed burlesque.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well,
What's that look like?
So
Just replace the loincloths and grape leaves with shamrocks, and that's what it is.
pretty much. I've been at the Clock Tower for 10 years, so that's home, and every year they have the performers do Irish-themed acts.
Okay.
And some as simple as just they come out as leprechauns and do that. And
This year, at least, we won't be doing any Irish-themed burlesque. We're just hosting.
Yeah.
Hosting.
But-
Well, yeah, hosting this year.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Very cool. So is it a lot of driving all over on Saturday? I feel like it's a lot of traveling.
Yeah, and it's tricky because there's a science to planning it because you have to say, okay, we have a half hour to get from
Right.
Wheat Ridge to Denver and from Denver to Aurora, and I mean it's really precise.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of car time to
A
get
lot
there.
of
lot of
setup,
like
tear
map
down.
questing and
Yeah.
Google planning, like
Yeah.
exactly how long it's going to take.
Exactly.
Very cool.
A lot of swearing at people in traffic.
I can see that. What's your guys' favorite part about St. Patrick's Day, though?
I guess just the enthusiasm, because, you know, a lot of times being kind of a niche sort of genre, it's hard to drum up a lot of excitement about Irish music, but it's kind of built into St. Patrick's Day, so we always hope that we can galvanize a few new fans.
And
do
it's
that.
strange because I don't know where they are the rest of the year, but people come out of the woodwork who know the songs, who make requests and know where to sing along and know where to clap along
Right.
at certain parts, whereas that doesn't always happen.
On a regular performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Yep.
sure. Do you guys enjoy that, like having audiences that are maybe more in tune with the music?
Oh, it makes, I mean, especially for the fast, stompy drinking songs,
Yeah.
it makes the performance better. They're designed to get people clinking their glasses and
And even people who don't know the music definitely bring the enthusiasm, which we always appreciate. When
Yeah.
you've got a nice, energetic crowd, it makes it a lot easier to run a marathon like we're going to.
right.
So
Obviously, St. Patrick's Day, a lot of drinking. Are you guys going to be drinking while playing?
Well,
There's a lot of places and pubs to hit along the way.
yeah, and this year, so in past years, we were at one bar for the entirety of the day. We used to be the house band at Katie Mullins before it closed, and being at one bar, it's easier to partake because you're just there all day, and
Right.
it's like, it's a little bit more difficult because you're driving around, so you
Yeah.
want to be careful.
Yeah, no drinking.
what
in.
I've
Right.
said is I'm not drinking only Guinness. That doesn't
Yeah.
count. It's like a loaf of bread in a glass.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
just having a healthy snack.
So I mean, we try to take it easy. It's a good warm up because we're at Swallow Hill at the beginning of April, and that's kind of going to be the big marquee thing for us as well.
So with St. Patrick's Day coming up, do you guys have a favorite maybe Irish tradition or something that people don't know about that you guys do on St. Patrick's Day, individually or as a group?
Oh gosh.
Ken, you're newer to the band.
Yeah, I'm prepared for some hazing probably.
Yeah,
this is my first
This is Kenny's first rodeo here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the first time
first
doing
St. Patty's marathon for me. So
We're just going to throw corned beef at him when he's not expecting it.
it. What are you most looking forward to with doing the first St. Patrick's Day with the band?
gee, I don't know. I mean, like the crowds and the enthusiasm, you know, like they were saying, usually when we're playing, you know, you'll get a couple people who know what's up and a lot of people who are just out trying to drink,
Just out trying to.
you know, and like then we can lure them into the fold, you know. But otherwise, it's nice when the crowd is into it. So.
And it's been cool watching, just because Kenny came with a jazz background and a pop background, and just watching him learn all the songs and all the mythology behind the songs.
Right.
It's been really cool to watch from the perspective of someone who's been doing it for as long as we have. So I'm interested to see his response to the craziness.
Very cool. All right, last question for you guys since we're running out of time. What are you guys performing for us today?
So we have two tunes. The first one is Follow Me Up to Carlo, which is pretty standard in the fact that it's a stompy one and it's a rebel song about Irish history. This one goes back to the 16th century, so really current events.
And our particular arrangement kind of ties back into what we were talking about with St. Paddy's Day, because we always get requests for a Dropkick Murphys song that starts very similarly to how we chose to start Carlo. So it's kind of like an inside joke with us where we start doing it, people think we're going one way, and then we pull them a different way there.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
And then the other one is actually an original. It was 3 years ago now, which does not seem like 3 years ago. C and I went to Ireland together, and our hotel in Dublin was on the River Liffey, and there's a song called Easy and Slow, and there's one line that mentions the Liffey, and I just kept saying it over and over and over again, till I'm sure C wanted to stab me in the face.
Yeah, I was contemplating it.
And so after the trip, I wrote another song with a Liffey in it, so we didn't always have to go over that same line.
Are you guys going to perform that new song in the St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, it's tricky because you kind of, that one's a slow tearjerker, which is what I tend to write for some reason. And you really have to choose your battles with those, because if there's a big crowd and they're all drunk and screaming at you, you can't be like,
Yeah,
here are my feelings.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. That's not really what they're there for. at the
Right,
moment in
exactly.
time.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on.
Have us back.
you
We
for
always
having
love
us.
to
Of
be here.
course, yeah.